I'm Clyde Wright, and I'm the co-founder of Black Orchid Catering. My ministry started about 22 years ago when we were feeding at Second Baptist Church on a Thanksgiving with Reverend Troy. And he said, a guy came in and he said, it's a beautiful thing that you all are feeding today. He said, but every church and every community in the city wants to feed us on Thanksgiving, but Saturday we won't have a meal to eat. We'll be scuffling. And I thought about it, and I said, how come we can't do something other than holidays? So I started feeding children, and I loved it. And then with the grace of Second Baptist, we started feeding at the shelter, Faith Mission. And we have fed at Faith Mission for 18 years. And we are the only black group, I don't know if I should say that has fed on a continuous basis at Faith Mission. And I've been blessed with a passion. We fed over 200,000 people. I kept reading 1 Corinthians 12 and 7 when it said that God has given you a gift, and the gift is not for your edification, but the edification of the church and God. And that stuck with me to give me the thing that I have been searching for is something to do in my life. 1 Corinthians 12 and 7, and what it does is gives us the meaning of what God wanted us to do. And I had been searching for my mission. My mother told me before I died that the Lord had called me to do something. And that's when, I knew that that's what I wanted to do. One of my greatest joys is when I'm out somewhere and somebody has come to me and said, like I was cutting my grass one day, and a young man pulled up on the corner and he said, you're Mr. Wright? And I said, yes. He said, he told me his name, I can't remember it right now. But he said, I played football for you back in 1976. And you encouraged us to go on and continue with our athletic abilities. We might not get to Ohio State, but we could get somewhere we could get a free education. And I continued, and I got an education, and now I own my own investment company. I was eating dinner down at Cameron Mitchell's, and a guy walked up to me and said, Mr. Wright. And I said, yeah. He said, Ellsbury was his name. I won't forget him. He was a tremendous kid. He said that, do you remember me? I said, yeah. You were running back. He said, yeah. He said, you encouraged me. And he said, now I'm part owner of Yogi's Hoagies here in the city. And when I think back, I think about somebody benefited from my work. And that's one of my greatest joys.